morning, good morning, good morning. Coming to the line, coming to the line, coming to the line. If you want to hear some jive, bet that's tasty. The first one popped up. What's up, Nat? Yep, I'm addressing you this morning. Coming to the line. You stole my song too, didn't you? Uh-huh. Just like you stole Fabulous song. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Oh, thief. You probably a thief too. You probably steal something. If you lie, you'll steal. Good morning, Ronika. Happy Saturday. Oh, thief. It's still everything Justine did. The pens, writing names, sleeping videos, uh, having a dial, and because Justine have a sleep video with a dial. She done bought all them damn stuffed animals and stuffed that lady house up. Yes, I'm talking about you, Nat. Come into the line. Come into the line. Hey, Shelly Shell. See, what goes on is I give her life. Even though I put out there, good morning, baby lady. How you doing? Hope you're feeling better. I give her life. If I don't say nothing about her, then she's really actually boring. Unless somebody she trying to use get her mad, don't give her what she want, then she got something to talk about then. Come on in the line. You know what? This woman seems to think that I'm broke. Or because I sold my house. Who would sell a house? I had that house. I'm going to give you a little piece of information because I know she's watching. She was the first one in here probably. I lived at that house close to 20 years. It would be 20 years. It would have been 20 years in June. I moved out in March. I sold it in March. Because I didn't want to live the way I was living. I wanted everything on one floor. Okay? And I'm getting older. And not this place that I have now is huge. It's huge. It's just almost as big as my house was, but I don't have to have a basement or anything like that. So I'm moving again because I can. Because I want an elevated building. I want a washing machine and dryer right where I live at. Because everything I sold with my house. I left everything. My refrigerator, stove, I left them everything. Everything. All appliances was included. So I don't know what will make you think that I'm so broke. Well, and shit high. So I ain't rich, but I'm not broke either, huh? I just choose not to have a house. I choose to have someplace small. It's only me. I'm tired of people coming, try to live off me. Come to my house all the time. I done had everybody live with me. Everybody. Almost in my family. Nieces, nephews, everybody. But look, Ronika, what me and her can do is show some receipts of what kind of money we do have. She cannot match me no kind of way. Not the way I live, not the way I dress, not the way our financial situation is, not that I beg. I complain about YouTube don't pay me. That's a lie. Now she's lying again. I do this for the camaraderie. I done said that so many times. I've met some great people on YouTube. So you just come out your mouth with lies. She's a liar. Like I said on the thing. I put on my community post. She's a liar and she's delusional. Because anybody that old, that lady almost 60, man, and still think that somebody owes her something and lives off people. She's like a succubus, huh? And that's anybody she's been around. It's just not the people she around. And she try to make it seem like I talk about Miss Charlene. You know what I'm saying? I mention her because she been doxing that lady since she got there. She been doxing that lady. Everything, everything that lady got in the house, we know where it's at, don't we? We done been all up and through that lady house, even in Miss Charlene bedroom, cause she went and got in that lady bed. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. I just heard this bum on TV talking out the side of her neck, talking crazy, talking crazy, and then praying for somebody's downfall. You while you try to dig a grave for somebody, you better dig one for yourself because you're looking pretty bad. Your eye look like it's getting worse. Your neck is, you still got a knot, but it's skinny. You're getting older. When our body starts to change like that, we getting older, and our body's gonna get weak because ain't nothing constant but change when you're getting older. So take care of yourself, sis. Take care of your health. Let me read some of y'all comments. What the phone on the floor? Tashana, speak to everybody in the chat. Good morning. Good morning. SB, you should come out to the country and live in peace. I'm looking at I looked at a place today, and then on Monday I look at another one, and it's kind of like in the country. It's kind of like way in the suburbs. The place I'm looking at today is kind of suburbanish, but not as deep in the suburbs as I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna go deep. Cause I kind of still like Chicago. I know my way around real good. So travel when you want, come home and rest when you want. That's right. That's what I'm trying to do. And I'm not walking up nobody's stairs, period, Pooh. Not at this age, I'm not. Not gonna be up and down nobody's stairs, or have a whole big house that people want to come to. Because this is a 3-bedroom right here that I have now. Good morning. Hey, it's me, Chrissy, girl. How you doing, girl? Happy Saturday, girl. That old Buzzard talking crazy. Old Buzzard tail. She even showed the little girl in the back. Right. Everybody knows she done doxed that lady badly. And then trying to say I'm talking about that lady, it's a lawsuit. So I'm talking about you and what you put out here on YouTube. Simply, that's it. That's all. And I give my opinion because I could. If I do some commentary on you, tell me I come on here every day. No, I do not. Not about her. No, I don't. I don't be here on here every day. I got shit that I'm really doing. Okay, I'm literally doing something. She got to be tired of her. Yeah. And then look, see, this is what she says. She can't even keep up with her own lies. She started off talking about, she wasn't talking about nothing because wasn't nobody in her chat. I watched the video a little bit from the front side. She was just sitting there eating a chicken pot pie, looking crazy, looking stupid, smacking. And then, she was like, after she finished, she said, oh, I'm so hot. It's so hot. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. Like she work a job or something. You know what I'm saying? That heat probably about to knock her down. But wasn't nobody saying nothing in chat. She said, y'all ain't got nothing to talk about. Y'all don't have nothing funny to talk about. So she's talking, and it's just boring. So I kind of clicked up a little bit. Then she said, ain't nobody heard nothing new out here. So she didn't talk about what's going on in the world, just the daily life, because she says she knows nothing about that. She don't watch the news. She don't care to. If she learns something, she learned it from somebody else. They have to tell her what's going on in her own home state, because she come from Texas, she said. So people had to tell her that it flooded so bad there. Then at that point, I guess she watched YouTube and saw how bad it was in Texas. How many people lost their lives. And she didn't really give a shit about that, okay? All Nick cares about is herself. So she don't watch none, but she said, start talking about B. Simone. I think her name is B. Simone. And a friend of hers. B. Simone is rich. But from what I seen on B. Simone said that she's broke. So I don't know what she watched, because I just seen an article with B. Simone saying that she's broke now. She hasn't been working. She's lost a car or something like that. She's broke. So she was saying that B. Simone is rich and that her friend asked her for something and that she wouldn't give it to her. So I guess, that was her topic, to break in, to whatever she was going through, because she was going through something. It was clear. So she started saying, because when you ask people for something and they rich and they got it, you shouldn't have to ask them. You shouldn't have to ask them for nothing. They could see, you're going through something. She just went on and on. And I played the video. And I made my assessment off what she was saying. And, this was my thing when I did counseling. People would say, I'm not an addict, I'm not a bum, I'm not a thief, I'm not this, and everybody in my family called me a thief. Shit, if everybody in your family called you a thief, you must be a thief. Look, if it walk like a duck, it act like a duck, it look like a duck, and then 10 people in the room say it's a duck, it's probably a duck. It's probably a duck. Some kind of bird, shit. Some kind of bird. Nobody's lying on you, ma'am. You're a duck. But you're not a duck, though. You're a buzzard. A buzzard. And like I said, when you pray my downfall, pray on. Good morning, Polly. I seen the chat. China said, Ronika, you would think so, but she forever says you can stay as long as you want. Right? Exactly. So that's her plight. I said, if she like it, if she like it, I love it for her. But I think that she's probably getting tired, because you know how Neck talks in third party, huh? She talks in third party, and then she was saying that, you'll pay somebody else to come to your house and do this, that, and the third, but pay somebody to wash dishes. Come on, y'all. Just make it make sense. Thumbs up the lie. You'll pay somebody to wash dishes, but you expect me to do it for free. Make it make sense. You talking about yourself in a third party. And she been doing that. Good morning, Blue. Polly said, well, hello to everyone. Hello, Tashana. Tashana, what's going on? You didn't want to go back in that truck again? Or you got a cold or something? Ronika said to Shana, probably she trying to keep the peace. She know how Neck is, and if she doesn't, shame on her. Yep. Look, I think she learning to understand some things. And like I said, I'm gonna say it again. Circus Wheels was out here. When Circus Wheels was out, Circus used to get her without saying anything, huh? Just like that, without saying nothing. Have her, she just put the clip, and I kind of do that. I let you hear what she's saying, and then people can make their own assessment, huh? People can make their own assessment, and that's just on period. But I go by what she says out her mouth, and she quickly switched from B. Simone to something else. It was something personal, about she should get paid for washing dishes, and the person told her, well, I thought we had an understanding on that. Because, hell, if you live in my house and you eating up everything, you sleep all day, you don't do shit, you need to be cleaning that house up, like I said, like a slave. The whole house, and not get paid. If that lady contributed to you buying a van that you're tearing up, if she contributed to that, you owe her. You owe her. You owe her. You owe her. How could you dare come out your mouth and ask her for anything else? She fixed that electrical in that truck. You wouldn't have no electricity if it wasn't for her. Because you had put them speaker wires in there, remember? You had messed it up, remember? Remember that? Remember? Baby, you Tasty, you are just simply content sometimes. Not all the time, sometimes. Because you're boring. Sometimes. And like I said, when I put you out there, I put you out there so you won't con nobody else. Because I think all the old subscribers you had, they gone. Even Miss Mary don't even be hollering at you no more. Remember you had went down there and you had never met Miss Mary and you went down there to Alabama and got that lady bed. That lady told you she got to go to work the next day. What you gonna do, huh? So you had to get on up out of there because you was trying to hang around Miss Mary. She took you out to eat and told you, I got to work in the morning, huh? Like you ain't gonna be able to do that to me, baby. Blue sign. You would think right? Not a normal. It's not normal, man. Right? And she said I'm almost 70. She on my heels, baby. She's on my heels. If I'm almost 70, so are you. But I bet I didn't get to be. I'll be 63 next month. I bet I didn't get to be 63 and don't have shit in this life. Around here begging, bumming, looking crazy. You know, you need to take care of yourself, your mental health and your physical health. Because you're out here looking bad. Right. I wouldn't, man, you don't come my bedroom at all. Shit. Not no friend. If they would spend the night. Like somebody said, they wrote in the chat, they have some friends that's kind of wealthy. When they go to their friend's house, they take care of themselves at their friend's house, huh? They buy their own food, you know what I'm saying? Or if they buy dinner, you know, they might pitch in for the dinner or whatever. People just don't do that because it looks like you're using somebody after almost 2 years. Because it's been almost 2 years. Yeah, right. But then I just heard somebody say, she said something about a storage. You know, that girl is wasteful, huh? She's very wasteful. People bought all that stuff for her. She had 4 housewarmings. And that girl had so much stuff. Where's all that stuff? Where's all that stuff? That people bought you. Good morning, Hearing. I'm back. I heard that old bum talking crazy this morning. Oh, Buzzard. She a Buzzard, Hearing. She's a Buzzard. Friend or not, nobody is entitled to help anybody. Just like she didn't help that person who asked for a boost. Right, exactly, Ronika. So she sure said I ain't give him no junk. Nobody entitled to do anything for you. Nothing. And then I was saying about Circus. Circus put that one video out where how she breaks people down when she asks for like $20,000. Then they tell her no. Then she come back round on them and say, well, let me get 15,000. Then if they say no to that, then she come back around crying this time though, crying. Well, could I at least get 10,000? Who want to deal with somebody like that, huh? At this age and stage, and you guys, it's hard out here. It ain't no joke. People that's retired working, huh? What makes you think you special? That somebody should take care of you? You got life twisted. And then to be up in somebody's house. She did that other lady like that. It ain't just about Miss Charlene them. She did that lady like that in Texas. Up in her kitchen cooking at 3 o'clock in the morning. When the lady get up and come in her kitchen, she asked to tell the lady, what you want in here? Why you up? The lady gave her the dirtiest look. And she do these senior people like that. The people that's a little older than her. And then she's going to say on the TV, she threatened me, y'all. She say, yeah, she want to come down here and be with Miss Charlene. No, I do not. No, I do not. Baby, I'm an independent woman, huh? I'm independent. I don't want to live with nobody but me. I don't want nobody living with me. Huh? How about that? Tell me they'll jump on me. Why can't you do it? Come up here to Chicago and you do it. You do it. You come jump on me. See how far you get. Old Buzzard. Old Buzzard talking crazy. Yeah, they'll whoop me. Girl, if you don't get your ugly ass out of here and fix your eye, fix yourself. Fix yourself. A friend of nobody. Hey, Sonny son. Happy Saturday. Sonny speaking to everybody in the chat. Thank you, Sonny. Hearing ass men, hearing up late and up early, baby. Got to do what we got to do. Chicken head. Right. Got to know that. They're talking about I'm ugly and all that stuff. I bet you I'm going to try to do the best of my ability to keep myself up. Although I got you by 5 years, Nick. I got you by 5 years, huh? You couldn't be a kid to me, huh? You couldn't be anything to me. I wouldn't accept you as a sister. Your sister don't accept you as a damn sister. Shit. Chicken head ass. Neck talking about herself. Yeah, that's who she's talking about. Because she quickly, and she lies so much. I wasn't even talking about, I was talking about B. Simone. Yeah, you were in that first sentence, huh? But then she was mad. She started crying on there, praying and talking about she never asked people for anything. And when people try to give her stuff, she said no. What? I had to make a video on it. I just had to make, come live on it. That's all. To tell about the lies. And like I said, I may do it because nobody else won't get conned by her old rusty dusty. But I think her conning days is over because it's weak. Her con game is weak. It's weak. Nigga said, right, Sonny. Told the person no. For a jump. As much as she beg and asks. And then she won't even give away none of them old clothes. She won't even get that away. She a hoarder. She's stingy. She talked about, rich people, they some of the worst ones. She said, I know somebody got some money. You could stick a cord up their ass and it won't fall out. They ass so tight. That people don't have to give you their money. Child, you better look up and see that roof over your head. I like to make a challenge though, baby. I had offered her 10 stacks, but I said I wouldn't get that bum nothing. That's 10 stacks of my money, period. Period. I wouldn't give her a dime, matter of fact. I always tell me somebody smoking cigarettes, you're a con artist. I'd rather smoke a squat and act like you. Chill back. No way, Jose. No way. So just to get you straight, if you think I'm broke, you keep thinking it. I'm downsizing. People do that. You wouldn't know that because you never stayed nowhere in a home for 20 years, huh? You never stayed nowhere that long. You never had your own. Ever since I've seen you on YouTube, all you do is beg, con, and lie. And cry. Beg, con, lie, and cry. What have you had in your life that's substantial? Oh, you had a migraine? 3-day migraine? Damn. Hope it ain't no sinus infection, Tashana. Is it gone now? Yeah, because when I've had migraines for 3 days in a row, I had a sinus infection. And those things hurt. Amen, Ronika, preach. What Ronika said. Just a mess. A mess. Remember when the hungry man at the park wanted food, but instead of giving him, she only talked about herself being hungry and going to get KFC. I didn't see that. I didn't see it. Just like somebody in the chat was saying that she had went and ate Miss Charlene, got a plate of Miss Charlene food. I didn't see it, so I don't know. But I trust what the people say because I wouldn't put it past. Okay. And went in the bedroom. And when Miss Charlene came in there, she kind of covered up the food. And Miss Charlene said, that food wasn't done. I wasn't finished cooking. So you're a scrounger. You're scrounging around, eating people's stuff up. You're not putting nothing in, using all the dish soap, using all the water, using all the toilet tissue. Because all you do is eating shit and sleep. Who taught you that you could live that way? Who raised you? Who raised you? And then even if they didn't raise you, you've been living with Miss Charlene, you lived with that lady down there in Texas. They had their own house, huh? You didn't learn anything from them, and you don't have any boundaries still. Once you go in a person's bedroom, we know how Miss Charlene's whole house looked, thanks to you. And that's doxing right there. That go to dox right there. That's doxing. Because the lady do YouTube. Why has you got a whole house on there? You're still a doxer. You're still the same person you were since you got on here. Just do those fund me, like saying that Texas flooded. She might try that one again. You're gonna try that one next. That Texas flooded and the kids needed clothes and shoes, and send the donations to her. She had a GoFundMe. Send the donations to her, and she gonna make sure they get what they need. Girl, who child? That's lady been a con. And that's a shame. Shelly Shell, right. About that, I ain't see about the hungry man in the park, but I did see she was in the, before she met Miss Charlene them and that lady down there in Houston. She used to park in her garage, but then she started going to parks. I don't know if that lady wanted her at her house. I don't know, but she wasn't going back there. And she was in the park one day, and there was a squirrel. You could tell the squirrel was hungry, and she had a pack of crackers. I'll never forget this. She had a whole shoot of crackers. And she wouldn't give that squirrel one cracker. That squirrel jumped on the table. Everywhere she went, you could tell the squirrel was hungry. Everywhere she moved to, the squirrel just was, and she's screaming and hollering, "Oh, he following me. That squirrel following me," running and jumping and acting a fool. And wouldn't get that squirrel one cracker till she got down to the last one and bit it. Then she because the squirrel jumped on the table like several times. The squirrel was hungry. I would have gave that squirrel the whole pack of crackers, but not her. She's not even gonna feed nobody, huh? You tell me I do for everybody, and then when they come to me, nobody don't do nothing for me. Your subscribers have gave you everything to furnish a whole house, huh? To furnish a whole 5x5. They bought everything new for you. That lady bought you a drone. Lady somebody bought you a refrigerator, which you have 3 over there in that barn, huh? Air conditioners, everything, and you just you wasteful. You wasteful. That's what you are. You wasteful, and you stingy, and you're mean spirited. Anytime you pray for somebody else's downfall, you got a day coming. You got a day coming. That eye study closing up on you. You better go see a doctor. Oh, Buzzard. And meaner than a junkyard dog. Just tell people off in her chat for no reason. Subscribe for no reason, because somebody say that somebody changed the subject and she got mad because they changed the subject in her chat. Change the subject. Keep up with the chat. Address it. She mad at them for. And you ain't talking about nothing. You ain't talking about nothing. Shauna and Charlie does truck life more than she does van life. Oh, shit, that's 90% of their job is being in that truck. Tashana cooks all their meals, and then like you said, Polly, I think Polly mentioned that Anthony, nomadic introvert, lives in a car and she lived in her RV for a long time. LJ, life with LJ and her dog. So she trying to piggyback off that so she could get some views. My thing is not for views, it's not for attention. I just pull her out sometime, because there's other shit going on in my life that I talk to you guys about. Shelly Shell, I haven't seen Shelly Shell in a while. She's talked about somebody in her family passed, and it hurt my heart because I remember that happening to me a year ago. Having some compassion for somebody else. Somebody could say, well, my mother just died. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. And keep on talking about herself. You're selfish. You're mean-spirited. Over there planning for someone else's money. Right. Because, and if you got money, you know what I'm saying? I don't see what the problem is. And then why do I have to keep asking you? You don't have to keep asking. Pay her that van off, because I know you got the money from her for that van. Pay for that van, like I said, skedaddle. Get out of our house. Leave her alone. Give them a break. Damn. But I guess if Miss Charlene don't want no break, it is what it is. It is what it is. But I point out what she talking about because she did other people the same way. The same way. Right, Shelly Ann has the nerve to get mad if someone tells her no. Right. And she won't even give nobody a jump. Shelly, she was about to fight that squirrel over them some crack. You remember that, Tashana? She wouldn't get that doggone squirrel no cracker. Polly, we took a 2-week vacation, and it felt so odd. Right, because you usually just be there for a weekend. Maybe that's why your damn head started hurting. You like, oh, shit, it's time to go back. Hit the road, Jack. And see, people do what they have to do. You just don't do what you want to do. You can't sleep in my house all day and then rummage around all night long. And I done seen the time when Miss Charlene them not there. They might have left the wrong person in their house because the girl rambles. And I believe she a thief. She'll probably steal something. She probably got their information. I remember this one time she opened up that lady package. That lady had a package. I could tell you what it was too. It was some dice suckers. And she opened up, that lady came in the house and said, you opened my package? She was like, oh, I thought it was mine. But you got a P.O. box that you go pick up packages for. Why is you in that house? That's a federal offense when you open somebody else's mail, or go through their mail. That's a federal case. That's a case. That's a federal case. And I got that video too. Charlene made a mistake with this one. Period. Invited a perfect stranger in her house, yeah? She needs to be doing more around the house than she does. How is that room looking? She won't show it no more that she was staying in. She don't even show it no more. Period. But she was stepping over shit last time she was in there. She had so much stuff on the floor. Then she dirty. Like she's not a clean person. Like she could clean up her van 1 minute and then she starts throwing shit on the floor, Miss Charlene, when she came to her house, she said she was at her rich friend's house, First she said Airbnb, then she said she was at a rich friend's house. The house was immaculate. Do anybody remember how Miss Charlene's house used to look, Like somebody said, she probably had a housekeeper, That girl get in that house and the whole house turned like a haunted house, Like she done haunted the house. But it felt good vacation. I know it did. Tashana was able to be at her own house, cooking her own meals, going out, doing whatever she wanted to do. Hear her say, now she's talking about she has a key. Yeah. But was knocking, trying to get into the house the last time she returned from Vegas. And she lies so much, you can't tell what's the truth and what's a lie. Can't tell. Oh, wow, Charlene did a lot for her. I think she brought that $1,500 window, too. Yep. And then how much could one person take? Like I said, my kids won't do me like that. I have kids that's, I have a 37-year-old and I have a 45-year-old. They wouldn't dare. I help them. I help them with anything they need, but they kind of independent. They independent. Shit. And they very well should be. Yeah, she probably bought that window because she told her subscribers, Aaron, she said, if y'all give me $50 a piece, then she broke down to $25, then she broke down to $1. If 900 people give me $1, I could get this window. Then she had like 3 people in the chat. This one lady said, you need a sugar daddy. Well, I don't need no sugar daddy because he ain't getting no sugar. But you can't get no sugar daddy the way you around here looking and acting. You don't wash your butt for days and you jump right on the camera, huh? Jump right in the camera. So they don't get no sugar daddy. I seen that here and there. She locked the door. What? When she went back from Vegas, but she got a key. It's the lies. That heat will fry her brain more than it already is. That's what I think going on with her. So I knew somebody said that she was in the chat last night, and she was, because I guess that's the first thing she did. I done been out this morning, and I have to go back out again, so I won't be before you guys long. I believe she watched the video last night. She was in there. Somebody said she in the chat. I said, yeah, I know. And she could tell you verbatim, word for word, what I said, except that she's a bum, she's a scammer, she's a succubus, she's a leech. And she thinks that people owe her something. She won't address those issues. She won't talk about that. None of that. And how she have done people year after year. You have no clue of who you are. You have no boundaries at all? Maybe you should look up boundaries, huh? Because yours are very unhealthy. Very unhealthy. That lady go to bed at 6 o'clock in the evening. And you wake up at 12 o'clock and you round that banging shit, working on exercise equipment, falling down, almost breaking stuff in the kitchen, cooking whole meals. That's just disrespectful and there's no boundaries, huh? Very wasteful and continues to beg daily. I wouldn't give her a penny. I was thinking about if she went back to that trailer, I'd give her 10 stacks. Man, I wouldn't give her nothing. She'd go back to that trailer and do what she need to do. I think she mad because she thought they was going to pay her for washing dishes and building out that room back there. Better pay them people their money in, like I said, skedaddle. The heat, Sonny, the heat is her fault. She has a brand new air conditioner from a company she hasn't used. Yep, she got a stove. She got a brand new nice stove, but she clogged the van up with so much junk. She ain't gonna be able to finish that. She probably got everything she need over there in that barn because she took everything out that old van of hers, that old van, and put it in that barn, and the barn is stacked up to the top. Why wouldn't you go to your own house and clean it up and be the woman that God intends for you to be? Be a grown woman, huh? Be a grown woman. Go over there and clean up. You got a whole trailer, you said. You said you got a whole trailer in a barn. I know you left all that stuff in the barn. You don't care about things. That's why not gonna be blessed fully in this YouTube life or nothing else. And this is your job. This is not my job. YouTube is not my job. I worked all my life, ma'am. I worked all my life. When we go bank to bank, huh? We go bank to bank if you think I'm broke, huh? And people do downsize. Shit, if they got a house. Some people do. If I had the type of house that was one level, I wouldn't have downs. I would have probably just stayed there for a while. But after so long, I'm getting old. I'm like you, Tasty. I don't want to clean up a lot of stuff, but I do. My house stays clean, even although it's big. Still, Sean said, "Hey, Heron." Heron said, "Life with Polly. She's such a liar," and then accuse everybody else of being a liar. I said she's delusional and a liar. She's delusional because her thinking is not right. And like Sonny said, that son burning her brain up. Somebody said that in the chat. That son ain't making it no better on her. Right, right, Sonny. She did. She did. She did. Talk to her any kind of way. Oh, we never argue. Man, we never argue. Nah, but you just over there talking crazy to the lady. Hmm? And them people on that homestead gonna get together and beat your ass. Huh? How about that? Talking about they gonna her and Miss Pauline and Charlotte ain't gonna beat me up. You wanna beat me up? Come on up to Chicago and do it then with your tough ass. She used to talk to that lady any kind of way and still probably do. Hey Deborah Gill. Happy Saturday, baby. Yeah, she was laughing her ass off in the video saying, bring your raggedy butt down there and they will take care of you. Right, she threatened me. And look, I don't live in heat like that. I can't do it. Shit, I can't do it. If I did, I have to have it'd have to be a nice crib. Because I think you could come outside at nighttime, but I wouldn't want to be in no desert. I'd go someplace, if I did go someplace, it'd be Arizona if I wanted to be in some heat. I don't want to be in that type of heat. Mm-mm. Not me. I kind of know where I'm going and what I want to do. The decisions I make are conscious decisions that I can afford them and I can do it. There's just certain amenities that I want that I'm going to have, huh? What did Paul say? Yeah, she was laughing her ass off in the video, saying, "Oh yeah, she did. I read that one. Yeah, she does, Sonny. She has lots of things she don't use. Wasteful life with Polly. Wasteful. And like you said, she's not a van lifer, huh? She's not a van lifer. She lives with Miss Charlene. Hmm. She's such a shameful person. Just wanted her covering up all that plate. That was real. And she said that's a lie. Because I read that in my chat. Somebody else said it, Deborah Gill, last night. They said they saw it, and Miss Charlene told the food wasn't done. Over there scrounging around in that lady pots. That room and walk-in closet that she is designing now. Is that Charlene's house? Yep. Yep, that's Charlene's house. And I think she's mad because they didn't pay her for it, which she probably owe them for that van still and never paid them for that because YouTube is no money. Especially now. YouTube used to be money. That shit Beloved got about 5 streams of income because YouTube is not YouTubing no more, huh? Period. It's not no money like that. For you to say, I'm not going to do nothing else but YouTube. Shit, chabba. John said, hey, Deborah. Blue said, right, Polly. I asked her why she wasn't using it. She deleted my comment. Didn't go with the feeling sorry for her plan. What you asked her, Blue? Oh, she did? She said that, Polly? The Sonny has lots of things she don't use. Well, quit begging for stuff then. If you got a lot of stuff you don't use, and that girl won't give nothing away. She's stingy. She talks about herself in third party. She's the one with the cord up her ass that won't fall out with her flat booty. So tight. She squealed when she walked. The room, walk-in closet. Okay, read that one. Let me get down to the end of this chat. I gotta go because I gotta take my son to the bus station. Right, Polly? I asked her why she wasn't using it. She deleted. Oh, you asked her why she wasn't using it. That's she deleted your comment. Man, listen. Knowing full well that she doesn't want that dog. Period. Okay. Asking her questions and expecting her to answer. It's a painful and losing battle. She gonna block you, right? Delete your comment and block you. Polly, yes, that's true. But dang, in air conditioning, she wants to sweat out there and get even more funky. And then she don't change clothes. She ain't finna get no sugar daddy no time soon. I get one for her and I ain't even looking. And why is she going back and forth from Charlene's house to Vegas? Right. That ain't nothing. She says like Vegas, like it's some grand place. I've been to Vegas and it's definitely not the capacity that she is in. Right, if I went to Vegas, I'd probably be in one of them hotels. I ain't finna stay out in no hot ass hot. And it's like probably 100 and some degrees down there in Vegas in the daytime. Yeah, she'll do it. If you ask a reasonable question, if you ask something that's reasonable, she don't want to hear. She want people to believe those lies she tell. Ain't nothing she said about Erizb, and she knows it. Ain't nothing she can say about it, and she know it. And like I said, I told a few things that I wanted to tell, and I do talk to you guys about different things, about what I'm going through sometime in life. I try to keep it slight because I don't want, my business out here on the YouTube street. Like I told you guys, I'm finna move because that's what I want to do, and that's what I can do. Thank God. Let me knock on some wood on that. That's what I can do. And you never had a house, so you wouldn't know about anything about nothing, huh? You don't know nothing about nothing. The only one that can't see it is Miss Charlene. Right. Like I said, if it walk like a duck, it squawk like a duck, it act like a duck, and 10 people said, damn, that's a duck. It's a duck. It's a buzzard. Deborah Gill said, Erizb, I smoke. Sure do, and enjoy it. And she said, we all sinners if you smoke. But what you doing ain't no sin. At least she know. She saw it. That's good, right, Blue? You don't have to explain anything. You have more than her finances and family and friends. And that's true. She's lacking. So she said that one thing about friends, and family, she wasn't talking about no B. Simone. She said, you can just say you got a grass cutting business. You get paid from everybody else. But then when it comes to your family or your friends, then you don't want to pay them. You want it done for free. Not me. Not me. When I lived in the house, I hired somebody to do my grass every time. And even if my son was there, he would do it. If my grandson was there, he would do it. Take out my trash. Wash the dishes. If I cook, they clean up the dishes, huh? Because that's the way it go. You delusional. You got it messed up, baby. She kills me, but I remember years ago. Right. Lies on the way. I passed by that stuff. I passed by them old fake ass prayers too, because what she's doing is wrong, huh? She said, I try to be kind to everybody because I might be the only God they meet. Girl, what is you talking about? You might be the only God they meet. Girl, get up out of here. Talking out the side of your neck. Okay. Because they got some migraine extra strength. Um, that might help. It's got caffeine in it. That migraine extra strength is it's Excedrin extra strength for migraines, huh? So you might want to try one of those because that caffeine kind of knocks out a migraine. Or, if you drink coffee, sometimes coffee might help, Tashana. She saw it. And she tried to come with the little shit like, I ain't got no air conditioner. I bet you I'm not in here hot. I ain't got no air conditioner heat. I'm like, this lady is crazy and a liar, huh? I don't have air conditioner nor heat. Huh. I haven't even been living here in the heating season. But I bet you I got air. Whether it be window air conditions and a portable air like you got somewhere if you ain't sold it. Hey, Just Jeff, happy Saturday. Yep. Yep, she can be mad. She can be mad all she wants to. All I do is, it's not nothing personal. I know I just wouldn't have anybody like that living with me. Because it's like my daddy used to say, I don't mind you ride my back, but don't drag your feet. Because when you drag your feet, we both going down, huh? You need to pick your feet up. If you finna ride my back, because she riding that lady back, but she dragging her feet. You sleep all day, you eat all day, and all you doing is shitting and messing around in that van, talking about you fixing the van up. Every day I gotta clean the van out whenever you go there. Child, bye. You ain't doing nothing but what you supposed to do. And you're not doing what you supposed to do, not at her house. My nigga say, hey, Jeff. She is blue. She very boring. Hey, Tony. Yeah, right, sizing. She ain't doing shit but shitting, okay, and eating and sleeping. That living room looked like a tornado hit. Right when she went there, man, that place looked immaculate. Raised by wolves. I said, who raised you, child? Who raised you? She said I'm making videos because I don't got nothing to do. Well, apparently she don't got nothing to do making videos about you and creep in the comments. Oh yeah, she watches all the comments, and she feels like I have a gang. No, I've met great people on the YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I have, and the only reason I haven't been doing any cash outs because I am in the middle of doing something. Once I get settled, it's certain people on this app I would like to send a gift to. You know what I'm saying? I would like to donate something to your channel because you're dedicated. Paulie lived out in a tent, man. Come on, somebody. For over a year that I was watching, and hung in there like a G until he got his apartment, and everybody was so happy, and had a dog with him. Had his dog with him. This girl don't care nothing about no pets. She did that for some content. And when she talked about Justine, she has full pattern of the most nasty behavior. Yes. And she's finna start in on Miss Charlene now. She was. She was talking about them. She wanted money and said I shouldn't have to keep asking. What I do, I might not have the money, but I do things for you too. It's more physical. So, I said, I don't know. I'm kind of skeptical about that physical stuff. I don't know. Could be, Because what you doing physically for her? Busting some suds? And you think she should pay you? Huh? You messed up that bedroom instead of building that bedroom. That's what you went there for, to build that bedroom. You put that queen and bed in there and didn't do nothing else. Them off-color curtains and a bedspread. Child, bad. Miss Charlene probably mad about that. She's the deformed one. Crazy, Jeff. Just crazy. Sonny said, right, I like with Polly. She be on that for 20 hours. So she definitely don't have nothing to do, I guess. Right. Right. So you could get 1,000 views out of it. If I stayed on here 20 hours, I probably would too. I ain't gonna be on here like that. And this is not my income. What part of that you don't understand, Nat? Talking about my channel won't grow. It probably won't. And that's not important to me. What's important is the people who come into my chat. That's important to me. The people who come into the chat. Hey, Earth Angel, you be tickling me. Girl, you be having some funny posts. I be cracking up. You like, I can't think of what you said, like, good morning, everybody, and shut the fuck up. I'm like, this lady is funny as hell. Angel, you a Leo too, ain't you? Earth Angel, you a Leo too, ain't you? Just greedy, child. She is a whole fraud. Yes, she is. And she mad because somebody might recognize it, huh? Because she got about 3 new subscribers. Got I don't know if she got 50 or 75,000, but you only have 3 people in your chat. So you're not getting any rhythm. Nobody's leaving any comments. Why nobody ain't talking to me? Y'all gone? Y'all ain't talking to me? Yeah, how y'all doing today? The same old thing. Or begging for something. So I just wanted to get on here and address her. Net, it's not about Miss Charlene. It's about you. And it's about what you put on YouTube. Just like I said, what you did to Miss Edna, what you did to that lady down there in Texas. What you did to Justine, man. And you talked about that lady for almost a year, and you still talk about her, huh? You still talk about her. But you just do it like in an underlying way. You won't say their name. Like people don't know who you're talking about. What like I said? Just Jeff, she told me she would sue me. I told her, go ahead. I don't got no money. Okay. Right. And then it takes money to sue somebody. But she got a credit card, so she might be able to hire an attorney with the credit card. Maybe. She won't get shit out of me either. Period. Nothing. And if the channel goes, it goes, huh? If it goes, it goes. I'll catch y'all somewhere else, okay? It's a whole fraud, Deborah. A whole fraud. Sonny said, hey, Earth Angel. Earth Angel tickles me, baby. Earth Angel said, good morning. And shut the fuck up, because she know it's going to start. That's funny, Polly. You're not monetized. I take it, LOL. She didn't even give the squirrel food. Good Lord, y'all wouldn't give him a cracker, Sonny. Wouldn't get that and the squirrel, you could tell the squirrel was hungry. And she was at one of them parks where people feed the animals, huh? Like the squirrels, the birds, they put down food. That joker there wouldn't get a squirrel. I gave him a last bite of a cracker, but he had chased her through a whole pack of crackers. But Polly said, nope, not me. You said, Erizb, period. Yeah, and I play our videos, so it's really coming out of her mouth. I just make my I just give my opinion afterwards, which I'm allowed to do. That's it. That's all. I don't know her and wouldn't want to. And if she want to whoop my ass like she threatened to, she could come up here to Chicago and see how that goes for her. See how that works out. Because she did threaten me. And she put Miss Pauline and Miss Charlene in there about that. Okay? She did that part. She really think people watch piles of crap and listen to all that random noise. She thought she was gonna blow up with that crooked Shoe closet. Yeah, I think she thought hearing that they were gonna pay her. If you look, hearing, I'm still say crooked. Hearing, if you owe me $17,000 and you come to my house and you fix a closet for me, you wash some dishes, you still owe me $17,000, huh? You shouldn't be asking me for anything else, and especially if you live with me. You eat my food, you use my tissue, you use my dish soap, you use my water, you taking baths all the time. I take 3-hour baths. Who does that? Off somebody else's dime. Just make it make sense. Tasty, you have to get your life together, honey. I got you by 5 years. I'm 5 years older than you. And I think you should have been to work somewhere, or you could still work somewhere and get money. You don't have to beg. And she said she never asked nobody for nothing. I'm like, this lady is nuts. That's all you do. And has the nerve to get a dog 100 bags of food, right? If I was Miss Charlene, I would have been like, if you hungry, you better put some water on that dog food, because Miss Charlene, she cooks for her dogs. She makes them liver, and she, does different kind of meats for her dogs. She takes care of her dogs, and they little tiny, they toy dogs. That big dog, Miss Charlene, I think she rescued dogs. So the dog stays outside, but she feeds the dog, huh? And those are her dogs. She's like rescues dogs. I guess she thought buying them 100 bags or those 50 bags of dog food was going to, lighten up Miss Charlene Day. Girl, bye. That stuff you only could keep for so long, and it's like she said, well, one expires in 2025. Why would you buy a dog some expired food? Well, one expires in 2026. That stuff is old. I wouldn't feed my dog that. Miss Charlene cooks for her dogs, period. Ain't no way they need all that. Because y'all don't know how many dogs out here. Well, I doubt if they want that kind of food. Hey, Caps, stats and facts. She's so nice to the dog now, but was smacked. Charlene was feeding it astray. When she first came there, she let the dog get wet and go all through the house. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. And the dog's an outside dog, so the dog was really dirty. You could see the dirt on the dog's face. But the dog likes to roll around in dirt. The dog like being outside. Brought that dog in and insisted on giving that dog a bath. That dog damn near gave her the flux. She got Miss Charlene, I think, said, wasn't that dog somebody called dog CPS? Oh, child, and putting that dog in the tub and gonna make him wash up. That dog ain't used to that. I think the dog was it was a rescue. I think that they saw the dog and they, Miss Charlene brought the dog in, but she let him stay outside. She done brought that dog all up and through that lady's house. That's why she destroyed the channel. Right, that's why she destroyed her channel. It's her own fault. No one wants to be treated like that. Exactly, Polly. Exactly. You better not say nothing in her chat unless you kissing her ass. Shit. Or going along with them lies she tell. That ain't me. The girl is a con artist. That's all I gotta say. Other than that, happy Saturday. I have to get ready to get out of here. Let's see, what time is it? I've been on here an hour. Wow, time flies when you talking to people who are good people, huh? People that have grown up. That girl is like Peter Pan, huh? But Peter Pan, at least he had a sweet attitude, huh? She like Peter Pan. She will not grow up a size 12. She feels like somebody owes her something. She's a little girl in an old lady body, huh? And she been doing this for years, huh? Ain't nothing new. It ain't just about Miss Charlene and them. They better start doing a background check on people. Eyes crooked and shoe closet. Right. she did. She hurried up and built that closet. She thought she was finna get paid, baby. I said, absolutely, Polly. A crooked shoe closet, child, but she hurried up and put that stuff together. She counted that lady money. She was saying that the lady is rich. She didn't use her name. That's the only thing she didn't do. And she was not talking about B. Simone. She got straight in her own thing, and she started crying at the end. She was feeling some type of feelings. I didn't say they put her out. I said she need to leave them people alone. Pay them their money back and skedaddle. You got your own trailer that you left all that new stuff in, huh? And all that stuff from out that old truck. I bet it got so many bugs and rats and mice and shit in there. Sure, she just using that dog. She just using the dog to try to get views. What is it in her house in Vegas now? Don't call the dog her dog. Right. First the dog her dog. Now it's Miss Pauline dog. That's what Miss Pauline does. You see they got a German Shepherd that's always outside, but they feed the dogs. You know. They good people. I'll say that. They good people. They better than I am. The dog is just content to try to fool people, about the who and what she is. Yeah, that's it. That's all. There's word on the street. She hit that dog and kept going. Can't I buy no pets? And I remember she saying she don't like dogs because they lick their ass and then try to lick you in the mouth. And that dog was licking her all in her mouth. So I guess she done changed on that to get some content. What blue sites? Honey said right blue. What blue site? Yep, the dog is content. That's it. That's all. She don't really love that dog. She's trying to be like LJ or somebody else. So Polly. A lot of people have dogs because, like Polly said, it brings views to the channel because people do love animals. Tashana always have a cat, black cat. Love the cat. Cat had bells on his neck. Fix the cat up. The beautiful cat. Even though I don't like cats. I believe she was lying about the jump start as an afterthought. She charged it to a school bus. She changed it to... Really? She changed to a school bus. I ain't hear that. Everybody remember that mail she opened. You remember that? Yeah. And kept the suckers. Remember? I think Miss Charlene went on and gave it to her because Miss Charlene came in and said, you opened my mail? You opened my mail? And she was like, oh, I thought it was mine. Miss Charlene probably said, you can have that stuff now. It was them dice suckers. She opened that lady's stuff. Knowing, you ain't bought nothing. Your stuff be at the P.O. box. Remember you said that? It's illegal to even mess with paper mail. Am I behind in the chat? Probably so. She lies about everything here. She's a hoarder for sure. That's it. That's all she does. And then to be, that kind of hoarding, you don't even make use of the stuff. You're a wasteful hoarder, huh? You got all them clothes. You'll never wear them clothes in your life. And then she was in that truck the other day, and she had on this big straw hat, and it looked like she had a muumuu on. It's one of them things I wear around the house. But somebody said my mama got one of them shirts, one of them gowns you got on, because it looked like she was driving in a gown, a muumuu, but it was a shirt. This is a shirt I bought, and my friend gave me this hat, big old country ass hat. Yeah, she had a robe on and glasses, and a glass of champagne, talking about this is my rich friend's Airbnb. Right, you remember that? Let me get down to this chat. I think I'm behind. So I'm finna get out. I would think the smell of the house for the last year's off. You're right, SB. That was nice. Before that, it was immaculate. It was very clean. And she think that lady supposed to pay her for washing dishes. You know, girl bad. Girl bad. If you don't mop that floor, clean that bedroom up, make sure that living room clean, you're not paying any rent there. She's never content. Never, never, never. Contentment eludes her, huh? It eludes her because of the way she is. And if she can't see who she is, then that's delusion in itself, huh? I talked about her and Adrian last night. At least Adrian keep her a room to stay in. She keeps her something to eat, even though if she do have to date for it, she keep her some food. This girl is just a straight user of people, huh? And they're not the first people that she used. She would have tried it with Justine, but she was mad with Justine, didn't take her in. Justine was cool with her. Justine didn't even do nothing to her. But she was mad about something and talked about that lady, every part of her body, her husband, everything. But she didn't use her name. Right here, she never satisfied. Never satisfied what she has. We all commented, but I want her to call me out. She think I got a gang over here. It's just like I said. If it walk like a duck, it look like a duck, it act like a duck, more than likely it is a duck. If it look like a buzzard, it act like a buzzard, it got buzzard tendencies, and then 10 people say, yeah, that's a buzzard. It's a buzzard. That's it, that's all. Let me get to the bottom of my chat. I am way behind. Thank you guys for coming into the chat. Let me go to the bottom up because I'm slow. Y'all in here. Adrian got family. Tasty use her subs. Right. And Adrian don't beg like she does. Adrian hit in every now and then, like, I need a sticker for my car or my license plate or something like that, but she's not a beggar. Adrian is just more delusional on the point that Adrian thinks that somebody is after her all the time, which is part of being a paranoid, schizophrenic, type. So she always, I know these people after me, let me put my blinds up, She just got a delusional sense in that nature, But Adrian always talking crazy too. Don't forget messing up the bathroom floor while painting ugly door. Yep. I'm messing up the bedroom floor. The bedroom, right? All that green stuff on that lady floor. She take that. She don't have any bounds. No boundaries. None. Zero. I done seen Miss Charlene bedroom. I'm surprised she ain't showed us every room in the house. Miss Charlene done worked hard for what they have. And what makes you think you can come in and just tear it up or take it over? Why Tasty build that little door? Right. Hey, love my life. Right. Why would you do that? What if you need to get to the front real quick? It barely opened. I seen her open it one time. That little bitty door. No lies detected. Period, Pooh. I said, damn, she won't even let the bird enjoy the sanctuary in the yard. She literally bothers the snakes. Then she out there picking the lady veggies and all that like she didn't grew them. She won't even help them people. That lady get up for the break of dawn. She has a beautiful place. And she done put work in, her and her sister in that place. You think you going to reap the benefits of what the work they did? Buzzard tendencies. Yes. Let me get to my chat. Y'all, I'm finna go. But I want to read the chat. Don't forget messing the bedroom. Right. Read that one. Adrian gonna take care of her appearance. Right. She is. She gonna look. Herein, she gonna get them damn ugly ass nails done. If she don't do nothing else, she getting them nails done. She gonna try to keep her little hair some type of way. And she have a little. Her apartment don't look too happy with all them different colors, but she do her. Herein, she do her. a little more. This lady won't do nothing for herself but go to the dollar store and buy a bunch of clothes. She said a school bus wanted to jump. She said somebody asked her for a jump, and she said no. The cat in the hat outfit was wild. You remember that? The cat in the hat. She wasted all the insulation just to melt, and it would freeze come cold season. Her elderly subs ain't ever gonna make a channel. And she knows that. Hey Mimi, why is she going back and forth to Las Vegas and begging for money? That's just how she do, Mimi. It's a scam, it's a con. Hey Cap Stats, in fact, I said hey to you. She thinks y'all are trolls. No, I'm the real troll. She's lucky I've been blocked. And then it's not trolling, it's just letting people know who she is. And that's sometime. Like I said, I have my own life. I'm going through my own things. Sometimes I come on here and talk about that. Sometimes I come on here and talk about what's going on in life because it's important. This girl says she don't watch the news. She don't watch nothing political. She watches nothing. If Miss Charlene don't tell her, or if somebody don't tell her, she don't know what's going on, huh? So while you over there saying them negative prayers, what I don't know, because I know you're not praying to God, because I'm sure he got his ears shut to that, where you trying to curse people. If you over there doing that, then, if you over there say you reading your Bible, then you ought to be able to know what's going on, current events. You ought to know what's going on, current events. The black cat is my grandson. Okay, Midnight. Okay, that's your daughter's son. That's your daughter's son, huh? Okay. I know you love that cat. Love my life, Tasty. Needs to get some self-respect and take care of her own self. Old scum bum. Yeah. She's a buzzard. She a buzzard. That's the only way I can put it. She's a buzzard. If y'all ever see a buzzard, they just vamp down on anybody and eat anything, huh? Eat anything. The twins have their vans together. Her still building out a van. She says it's going to take her a year. That's so she can stay at their house. And she don't want to go back to that barn. She got work to do over there. Now that's where to work at. She don't want to go back there though. Not when she got a free everything. She don't have to pay for nothing at Charlene House. Nothing. She might buy, cause she get a link card. Now that I have heard. She get a link card. I don't know if she get the SSI check or whatever, but she definitely get linked. So she might go to the store and buy a little pound of ground beef and a pack of sausage, because they don't need eggs. They got chickens, huh? She, might buy some eggs. She eat 15 eggs in one sitting, so she might buy that little stuff there. But you don't buy toilet tissue. You don't buy dish soap. You buy none of that stuff. I don't believe, allegedly, I don't believe you buy nothing in that house. Nothing. You might buy some food once in a blue moon. You don't help that lady take care of her house. Busting subs is not helping her take care of her house. And she said, the person said, well, I thought we had that understood. How we had that understood? She got mad. How we had that understood? You'll pay somebody else to wash the dishes, but you won't pay me. How do we have that understood? Still I rise. Hey, baby. Got you in here and in the chat. It's a good Saturday. Booger Wood. I got to shine out here acting bad. And she's a sweetie. Look, y'all, that's all I'm going to say. I got to go. I got to get up and take my son, like I said, to the bus stop. He's leaving today. We probably grab something to eat before he go. But, yeah, keep on thinking everybody is like you, Tasty. They are not. Everybody is not like you. Everybody is not. Sonny said, Lord telling me stuff I didn't know. She fell in the tub. She fell in the tub? What? How y'all know? I know she fell out that van. I did see that part. See, that's as much as I watch her, and I don't come on YouTube every day. I might come every 3 days. This is the second day in a row I've been on here. I might come every 3 days. Deborah comes less. You see Deborah less and less. Deborah works hard every day. She work hard, so Deborah ain't got time for that. And when Deborah do get on here, she be on some politics. She be politicking, okay? she be telling about some current events. Deborah said, I ain't got time for that chicken head ass. But this, look, me and Deborah got the same rug. I seen Deborah the other day in her house. She got the same rug. And I had never saw her rug. I'm like, we think alike. So you guys, I got a lot of packing to do. My son, he has helped me pack so much since he's been here. So I'm just getting myself prepared so I could do something different in my senior years, huh? Ain't no way I'm walking up nobody's steps. I'm going to be an elevator taking heifer, huh? Nah. I deserve to live better because I've worked all my life. I deserve to live how I want to live. Whether it be selling my house, whether it be moving in someplace smaller, because I do believe in downsizing. I gave so much away when I moved from that house. I had to pay a junk man to come get stuff that was antiques because nobody wanted it, and I didn't want to bring it with me. It was very, very heavy. You know, I had to pay for somebody to take that stuff out of my house. I had to pay to move here. That shit wasn't, that's what I wanted to do. Hey, Miss Street, good morning, baby. You at the end of the live because I'm finna get off here, but please check out the replay. Thank you guys for the 39 thumbs up. But there's nothing, I'm not mad with her. I just wanted to get her straight. She tries to put onto others what she does. I have a reason to lie. I don't have a reason to lie. What I do is I play her video and then I'll give some commentary on it. That's all, my opinion. And everybody has an opinion. Just like everybody got a butthole. Everybody has one. All right, you guys, I got to get up out of here. I got to go because I'm hungry too. I didn't eat when I left out here this morning, but I know my son, he ready. So I'm going to take him on, and you guys have a blessed rest of your Saturday. I am on a hiatus from drinking. I quit for right now. I said I'm not going to do it for about a month or two. Just trying to get myself together because I'm going to have a lot of work to do when it comes to cleaning out stuff, and I just want to be 100. I want God to keep blessing me with the health that I have because my health is all right. There's nothing really wrong with me. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really wrong to be 62 years old. Yeah. But I thank you all for coming in. I love you all. Peace and blessings. Have a great rest of your Saturday. If God willing, I'll see you on another video at another time. But I'm going to let Neck ride. I give her energy. She gets some energy from me some type of way. Because it's nothing that I'm jealous of her. It's nothing that I need attention from her. I put her out here because she's a scam and a con. Hopefully nobody else won't go for the okie doke. And I don't think nobody in this chat is going, look, nobody over here ain't going, period, poo. Nobody ain't going for nothing like that. So I just hope a senior citizen hears it and they know, uh-oh, here she come. Because she'll come, she was talking about, I really love you, Miss Candace. Thank you for being in my chat. First she was loving on Miss Charlene. You know, that's my friend. That's my friend, Miss Charlene. Now she's having some lady named Candace. Jeff, peace. I'm going to be over to your channel, Jeff. I had made a mistake. I think I was talking to somebody else, Jeff, because I think Tasty be coming in my chat as under another name. It's named Carol Moy. So I think I was addressing her, not you. But you got my apologies, Jeff. You know I love you. You know I do, Jeff. You know you cool with me. All right, you guys. Have a great rest of your Saturday. Peace and blessings. And I am out. Have a lovely day.